Hello everyone, welcome back to Kirklees Guitar School. Today we're going to learn 3 different ways of playing an F chord, starting with beginner, into intermediate, and then into the full-on bar chord. Let's get into it. So a full PDF of this is available on the Kirklees Guitar School Facebook group. It's completely free. First link in the description. Go and grab it and it might help you along with this lesson. So, before everybody on Reddit gets upset with me, I'm going somewhere with this. I know the chord is missing one note that should be in there, but it's more important to me that students get something rather than nothing, okay? So this is the start with a view to add extra notes into it. Okay, now that everyone has finished raging, let's get into it. So we're going to take a pointing finger, like all those people telling me off on Reddit. We're going to go first fret. Now, a little bonus tip for you. Rather than pressing in the middle of the first fret of the B string, come over a little bit nearer the fret wire. Now, you don't want to be on top of it because you'll get that horrible clicking noise, but just come back just a smidge and you'll find that it's a lot easier to fret that first fret because the nut's not getting in the way. So, first fret, think of it instead of 50-50, it's more like sort of 75-25, yeah? And that's on the B string. Middle finger, second fret of the G, and then we're going to strum from the G downwards like so. Fret 1 on the B, fret 2 on the G. And it's really important that you use the right fingers, guys. Let's start as we mean to go on. Okay, so we've got that so far. Let's have a go at this next one. This is called a major 7 chord, okay? So what's happened is I've added a couple of extra notes into it, and then I have also added a few extra notes plus the high E, which makes it what's called a major 7. Now, don't get scared of chords that have long, complicated names. The more that you learn, the more songs that you learn, the more you'll realise how awfully similar everything is, okay? And it's more just like a formula. They're just trying to tell you where to go. So, as before, we've got the first fret on the B string with the index finger and the second fret on the G with the middle finger. So now we're going to take these two dudes, ring finger. Now, it's really important, ring finger goes up first, okay? Ring finger up on the third fret of the A string and then tuck the pinky in underneath. If you try and do it this way, you're asking for some sort of carpal tunnel injury, okay? So, ring finger, third fret of the A string, then tuck the pinky in. And we're going to strum from the A string downwards. It's a really lovely floaty chord. I'll actually opt to play this chord instead of a regular F chord occasionally when I'm doing acoustic guitar kind of strumming, because I just like how it sounds with the other cowboy chords, you know? Just sounds really nice. Fret 1 of the B, fret 2 of the G, fret 3 of the A, fret 3 of the D, and we missed the low E string, we strum 5 strings. You see how I'm using my thumb over the top to mute it? That's not necessary, I've just got massive hands and I need to put that thumb somewhere so that it's not getting in the way elsewhere. Okay, let me just preface the next one. Bar chords, there's a lot of guitar teachers who've made a lot of money out of making bar chords really difficult. Now, in my opinion, they're not that difficult, but you don't practice them with as much persistence as you do with the cowboy chords, because when you're learning cowboy chords, you can't play anything. And there's always a cop-out with other chords, like I've just shown you the previous 2 to play an F chord. Put it in your practice routine and keep doing it and it will come. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Okay, hopefully a couple of these tips will help you. So let's have a look at this, right? Now, bearing in mind, you could spend the first 18 months playing guitar and not get the strength in your fingers to bar that, and that's okay. You've got to take it at your speed, and how long's a piece of string? I can't tell you how long it's going to take you to get bar chords. All I can do is give you good tips and keep encouraging you to do so, because you will get it, okay? It's a lot harder to do on an acoustic guitar compared to electric guitar, but I'd still practice it on both, okay? Right, so you see this big sort of, now my cameras are back to front, okay. So you see this big long black line here on the first fret that's covering all 6 strings. Well, that's this dude over here. This is this index finger. Now what I want to do is I want to press all 6 of the strings. Remember, rather than going for the middle, go a little bit further towards the fret wire to help you out a little bit. Now, can you see how I'm almost like playing with a little bit of an angle there? Rather than flat, I'm rotating my wrist. Imagine that you're unlocking a door, yeah, a doorknob. I'm turning my finger ever so slightly, and I'm sort of using more that part of my finger than that part that's touching the strings. So twist a bit, first fret. Now if you are touching the fret wire a little bit, it's not the end of the world, but the pressure wants to be just behind it, okay? And then we're going to take the the middle finger, and we're going to press the second fret of the D string like it says on the diagram. Ring finger, third fret of the A string, and then pinky underneath on the D string. Can you see how that F major 7 shape that we just played, we swapped this for this. The other three dudes are all in the same place, okay? And what I want you to do, notice how my thumb's not up here now. My thumb is on the back of the neck. Yeah? My thumb is on the back of the neck, and as much as I'm pushing the fingers in, I'm also squeezing with the thumb. Can you see all that tension? You see my wrist moving there? So you've got to squeeze, otherwise you won't get it. And you strum all 6 strings. Pause the video if you need to. So like I said, there's a free PDF of this on the Facebook group. Go and grab that, and it shows the 3 sequentially, and you can go through them in that order. You can start with the baby one, into the F major 7, and then try the full F chord. Now, different songs and different repertoire that you learn will need different styles of F chord. If I'm playing Oasis, Noel Gallagher plays all his F chords like that. Think of Half the World Away. But then House of the Rising Sun wouldn't sound right with that. You'd need, you know, I know it's not a strict order, but we ain't got all day, have we? So, as part of you aiming to be a good guitar player is, at some point, I'd like you to be able to play all 3 of those and use them in the right application. And if you're not there yet, that's okay, but keep showing up, and it will happen. If you got some value out of today's video, like the video and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot, and I will see you next week for another acoustic guitar lesson. Thanks so much.